प्रभु तव मूर्ति विनोदकारी पलपन विसरे नहीं जो विसारी जुगल चरण सोल चिन्ह जेह नजर समीपे रहो हमारी एह नजर समीपे रहो हमारी एह स्वामीनारायण भगवाननी जय ठाकुरजी महाराजनी जय सद्गुरुदेवनी जय Supreme Almighty, our utmost dear Valavala Shri Thakurji Maharaj, our Divya Muktanandiya Parampara, the pathmaker to our liberation, our Vala Puja Guruji, and all of you Santos and Bhaktos, Jai Swaminarayan. Jai Swaminarayan. Welcome to another episode of Loyadham Q&A webinar. Let's see who we have for today. Well, actually, they're old participants. Granth Bhagat, Jai Swaminarayan.
Jai Swaminarayan.
Jai Swaminarayan. Moksha Bhagat, Jai Swaminarayan. Moksha Bhagat is stuck. Call him. You can call him. I'll take Granth Bhagat until then. Granth Bhagat, Jai Swaminarayan. You can call him and ask him. Yam Chumajama, how are you?
Good.
How's everything going? How's your week go?
Great.
Great. Really? How great? You want to share anything fascinating? Anything fascinating you want to share?
No.
No. Then why did it go great? Same
Because,
old. Huh?
yeah. Same old.
School is good?
Yeah.
By the way, what grade are you in?
7th.
7th grade. You like 7th grade?
Yeah.
I remember 7th grade. Just a little bit, but it was a really long time ago. Very good. All right, and you came to Mandir yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Awesome, all right. So tomorrow back to school? Okay, well, let's start. I apologize. 2 weeks ago, there was a graphics card meltdown in the computer, so we couldn't do it. Halfway through your topic, we kind of it just froze for us. And then last week, there was a lot of bhaktos that came for seva, so it was kind of very busy here, but I sure did, I wanted to finish both yours and Moksha Bhagat's webinar today, so let's get started. So again, what is your question?
What's the importance of the Tilak Chandlo?
Very well. Okay, very good. Very good question. A lot of devotees, older devotees do it, but a lot of young devotees do it. But sometimes they just do it because their parents say, oh, Tilak Chandlo karo pade, But there is importance to it that if everyone understands, then they would want to do it more often in their life and follow Bhagwan's Agna. So first and foremost, speaking of Agna, let's take a look at this picture. Bhagwan Swaminarayan has given the Agna, command, in the Shikshapatra saying that this vertical mark shall be made either with Gopi Chand or with sandal paste with saffron, received as prasad from puja of Lord Shri Krishna. And in the middle of the mark shall put on a round mark, either with Gopi Chand or Kumkum, received as prasad of Shri Radha or Lakshmi Ji. In short, Bhagwan Swaminarayan, he wants us to do this because it's a sign of recognition. The U shape that you see represents Bhagwan's feet, and the dot represents us. It's a communion. It's like a connection. But more than that, let's take a look. You know how, and I gave you the example last time, so you probably remember. Go ahead and take the pics out for the trademark logos. And I had you name them last time. And everyone knows these names: Microsoft, Nike, Pepsi, McDonald's, Apple, Facebook, and Mercedes. Just like how anyone looks at any of these symbols, and gets a picture in their mind, right? Moksha Bhagat, when you look at that F, what do you think about? The last test paper that you got for your math results?
No.
Okay, then?
Facebook.
Exactly. It comes to mind, right? Right away. When you, Granth Bhagat, look at that apple, what comes to mind? Apple.
The company.
The company itself, right? Phones, iPads, laptops, everything just pops into your mind. Because all these companies represent a certain brand. In the same way, the Tilak Chandlo, let's take a look at the picture. The Tilak Chandlo represents Bhagwan Swaminarayan's sampradaya or religion. It's a recognition, it's a form of identification. Just like how, you have school ID badges, Granth Bhagat, Moksha Bhagat, yes? And when you enter, do you have to show them or no? But you just carry them, right? In case when you have to maybe go to the library or something like that. But it's a form of identification that this is Granth Nada and this is Moksha Merai and this is their age, this is their grade. It's an identification in the same way. The Tilak Chandlo is an identification in Bhagwan Swaminarayan sect and for everyone. In India, I don't know about here so much, but in India when people are walking through the streets and when they see a Tilak Chandlo on a devotee's forehead, automatically from ahead they say Jai Swaminarayan because they know that this is the Swaminarayan symbol. So Bhagwan Swaminarayan established this Tilak Chandlo as a form of identification, but there's an origin behind it. And there's a story that I want to share with you. This is actually made through AI, but this is actually how the story went back in the day, about approximately 200 years ago, give or take. Bhagwan Swaminarayan actually established the Tilak Chandlo in the village of Loyadham, where we're actually from. So let's start with the story. So here's the first slide, okay? So there you can see there's an assembly of santos and bhaktos sitting and Bhagwan is sitting in the middle. It says over here, one Shriji Maharaj was present at Sudakacha's Darbar in Loyadham. On one side, Muktanand Swami and other Paramahansos were seated, while on the other side, a sabha of devotees were gathered. Hold on. Go back, please. See, in the caption, Maharaj asks, how can we recognize the santos, bhaktos in the Uddhav Sampradaya as the devotee of the Swaminarayan Sampradaya? Just by looking at them. Please tell us. So Muktanand Swami replied, Maharaj, in all Sampradayas, they have different types of tilaks and tilak chandlos, meaning they distinguish which Sampradaya they belong to. Without their tilak chandlo, their Sampradaya cannot be recognized. So Maharaj first, questioned, everyone was sitting and says, for our Sampradaya, what are we going to do? What's a form of identification? And Muktanand Swami replied, that we can do some kind of mark. Moving on to the story. Then Shriji Maharaj then called Adharan Swami and Kalpeshwaranand Swami and said, you two are very intelligent and good looking. You have to be good looking. You both are very good looking. Thank you so much. Please go to Icharambai's home. Look at the mirror and do a tilak with Gopichand. Draw a chandlo right in the middle and make sure the Uddhav Pundra tilak is right in the center of the forehead. So starting from between the eyebrows and ending at the top of your forehead. So Maharaj actually gave directions to two santos to do two different styles of tilak chandlo. They're not doing the same exact one. One is doing one a little different and the other one is doing one different. So Bhagwan wants to show everyone, like what it's going to look like and kind of do like a little voting ballot, what looks better. Next, please. The two santos, Adharan Swami and Kalpeshwaran Swami, followed Maharaj's agna. After applying the tilak chandlo as instructed, Maharaj had them stand beside him and place both of their hands on their heads. He then asked everyone, who has a better tilak out of these two? So, as I told you, it was a voting ballot. And automatically, everyone's heart said, this looks way better. Take a look. Next. The two santos, Adanand Swami and Kalpeshwaran Swami, followed Maharaj's Agna, and after applying the Tilak Chandlo as instructed, Maharaj had them stand besides and place both their hands. Who has the better? Next. After introducing the Tilak Chandlo, it was selected, the one that we have right now, as you can see. Maharaj traveled from Loyadham to Panchara. And pretty much how the story goes is, Bhagwan had those santos do Tilak Chandlos and selected this one, as we can see. And then in the Gam of Panchara, Bhagwan had Adanand Swami do the Tilak Chandlo for the first time to him. And then everyone else did the Tilak Chandlo. And that's how the story goes. So this was not a story, just now, but 200 years ago, Maharaj himself established a Tilak Chandlo in the village of Loyadham. And as you know, male bhaktos do a Tilak and Chandlo, and female bhaktos in the Agna, in Shiksha Padri, just do a Chandlo, just the red dot. But I understand right now in modern society, you might get a little bullied, there might be a little bit of, insults. But one thing I want all of you to remember, everyone who's watching, may you get insults or not, those people are only temporary in your life, maybe for a couple of months or a couple of years, and then you're never going to see them again. But by following Bhagwan's Agna, Bhagwan is permanent, and he will give you ultimate Rajipo and take you to Akshardham. So let's not become shamed by doing the Tilak Chandlo in public because some people might call you names. It's more important that you get the Rajipo of Bhagwan and Guruji and Santo and Bhakto. So what is the importance of this? So first and foremost, it's a symbol of devotion. It's a visual sign of a devotee's faith, surrendership to Bhagwan. Second, it's a spiritual identity. Just like how I told you, you have a school card. In the same way, a Tilak Chandlo is an identification. And sometimes, if we don't put the Tilak Chandlo on, Bhagwan kind of becomes confused with us. How so? Well, suppose you go to you want to post something. Granth Bhagat lives in Pennsylvania, and Moksha Bhagat lives in New Jersey. Granth Bhagat wants to post a book to Moksha Bhagat. Moksha Bhagat, what's your home address? Just the first line.
21 Victoria Drive.
21 Victoria Drive. Now, Granth Bhagat gets the whole address, and instead of 21, he puts 22. Moksha Bhagat, are you going to receive your package or not? No. Why is that?
Because you mailed it to the wrong address.
Right. Your neighbor's going to get in and be like, what am I going to do with this book? But if you put 21 Victoria Drive, then you will receive the package in the same way. Bhagwan wants us to put this Tilak Chandlo so he can identify you when he comes to take you to his Akshardham. But if we don't have any kind of recognition or an address, instead of 21, we put 22, it's going to reach the wrong address. In the same way, if we don't have a Tilak Chandlo, then Bhagwan's not going to know, oh, that's my Bhagat, he won't know that. So then he won't take you. So we don't want that to happen. Number 3, it's a reminder of spiritual goals. Sometimes as devotees, and you guys are now getting older, 7th graders, 8th graders, and now going into high school and the very short future, we tend to forget our responsibilities as devotees. It's a form of discipline. And we think that, I might get bullied or, it's not that big of a deal. But in reality, as a devotee, everything is a big deal. It's not like we are doing something wrong. If you go in the world, if someone is drinking alcohol or smoking, no one will tell them no. No one will make fun of them. Do you observe that? No one will say anything. But if someone does the Tilak Chandlo, if someone doesn't eat meat, if someone doesn't eat onion, garlic, if someone follows Bhagwan's Agna, then someone will make fun of them. You watch, observe it. Someone drinking alcohol, that's okay, no problem. Smoking, no problem. Tilak Chandlo, big problem. They make fun of you, they insult you, because the world's perspective and vision is like that. They will always treat you in a negative way. But you have to remember, what's the point of coming to Mandir and following religion if we don't want to follow the rules of Bhagwan? So as you grow older, I even know college students, high schoolers that do Tilak Chandlo and even have a chotli and go to school. They even have a chotli and Tilak Chandlo and they go to school. They're not ashamed. So I encourage you, both of you, if you don't do the Tilak Chandlo in school, I understand you can't just do it right now. The school year is about to end. But start from the summer and continue onwards, even after your next year starts. The fall semester starts, continue doing it. Bhagwan will give you his blessings. Bhagwan will stay with you in your academic life. Bhagwan will stay with you in your social life. And he will give you blessings. So it's very, very encouraged, not only both of you, but all those bhaktos watching. Doing the Tilak Chandlo will always be a benefit, but you will never get in trouble with that. Number 4, it's a blessings and protection. Bhagwan protects you and your mind becomes focused. And number 5, it's a form of purity. Let's take a look at the picture. A form of purity in the way where if you do the Tilak Chandlo, 4 areas Bhagwan has commanded. 1, the forehead. 2, the chest. Right hand and left hand or arm. It purifies thoughts, emotion, and actions. See, the thing with Bhagwan is, if you want to worship him, he requires purity at the max. That's his requirement. A very pure heart. Bhagwan accepts that bhakti, the devotion, very, very soon, very, very quickly. More than a person who has an impure heart. And to purify one's thought, emotion, and action, doing the Tilak Chandlo is very important. Granth Bhagat, I want you to stay motivated. I know you're getting older, but that doesn't have anything to do with not following Bhagwan's rules. Your whole family is religious. You come to Mandir every week. So, every day in your life, there should be some kind of spiritual, element oriented. But Tilak Chandlo is something I encourage you to do every day after. I understand your school period ends. And then in the summer, you can start and keep doing it even when your school year, your next year starts, yes? Does that answer your question, the importance of Tilak Chandlo?
Yeah.
And will you start doing the Tilak Chandlo?
Yeah.
Good. In the summer and in school time?
Yeah.
Good. I will remind you and ask you, yes? Good. Moksha Bhagat, you too? See what happens. Try it out. Sometimes when Moksha Bhagat and Granth Bhagat, or more Moksha Bhagat, you have that long hair, it's okay. You can just do it and kind of be like, I'm following Agna, but no one can really see I have a Tilak Chandlo. You see what I'm saying? So keeping long hair and doing it is okay as well. But the main thing is doing it. Very good. All right, Moksha Bhagat, let's move on with your question. Go ahead, buddy.
How does fasting during ekadashi help us physically and spiritually?
Awesome. How does fasting during ekadashi and other days help us physically and spiritually? Well, first and foremost, what is ekadashi? Short and sweet. Ekadashi is a vrat, or you can say a day of fasting where we control our 10 senses and our mind more on Bhagwan. One must not let vicious thoughts regarding, anger, greed, lust, ego enter our mind. Ekadashi is a penance that should be done only to realize and please God. So, it's a day, people know it as eating fruits, worshipping, doing dun, going to Mandir. It's a very, very short definition if those who didn't know. But your question is, how does it benefit or how does it help us physically and spiritually? Well, let's take a look. What do we do on Ekadashi? Well, one should spend all day full of devotion, obviously after your school. One shouldn't commit any sins physically and control the mind as far as possible. Now take a look. You see here, to kill inner enemies and to experience God, we do these kinds of fasts. I understand you're at a very small age, so it's not about killing your inner enemies as much, but I want to let you know that ekadashi actually helps spiritually experience God. There is many devotees, santos, that get darshan of bhagwan on this day of ekadashi, at the night time, in your dreams. That's how it helps us spiritually. And physically, it kills our inner enemies. Those who are bothering her. Do you have any inner enemies? Can you say, do you have inner enemies? Do you recognize them, like anger, ego, envy? You have any of that? Yes? A little bit here and there? Granth Bhagat, do you have inner enemies? Everyone has inner enemies. If you want to remove them, then do ekadashi. Don't eat that bowl of cereal, Cocoa Puffs in the morning. Ask your mother, today is ekadashi? Yes. Then drink a glass of milk and go to school. But don't eat anything that you're not supposed to. Number one. Next, 2 ways to observe ekadashi, okay? Now, Nirdjara ekadashi is fasting without water or food. This is very hard, but it's the highest of the highest. It's the best of the best. Don't recommend doing this if you don't have any physical capacity. And number 2, falahar, meaning eating with fruits. And suppose that fruits are not too filling for you, then, eating the stuff like morio or, fries, stuff like that that you can eat on ekadashi. But you should not go further than that. You cannot eat any grain because it's a sin. As you can see here, do not eat any grain. Do not eat anything that has water and flour, like, wheat flour or all-purpose flour mixed. Anything that's called anaj, you cannot eat this day. It's actually a pap. Pap meaning you really get a lot of negative minus points in your account. You even get pap of killing cows without even killing them because you ate on ekadashi, anaj. So now from on, since you guys are older, you guys do ekadashi to karo cho ne? Yeah, Hari Jayanti karo cho? Yes? Good. Okay. So now moving on to your actual main question, how to control the senses and divert to God? Well, on ekadashi, you must not look at bad things, you must not talk about bad, you must not think bad, you must not smell bad, okay? And you must not touch anything bad. See, you want to control the senses as much as possible. And I challenge both of you, Bhaktos, that when ekadashi comes around, there's a lot of kids, they don't touch their tablet or any kind of electronic device that day, unless they have to do homework, not for any entertainment sources. I challenge you to do one of those. Try it out. Don't touch any tablets, computers. Get your homework done, but then no YouTube shorts, no games, nothing like that. Just do a little bit of bhakti, listen to kirtans, listen to katha, do something like that. But for one day, practice and exercise your mind not to touch electronic devices. May I ask, Granth Bhagat, how many hours of electronic devices do you use in a day? This should be interesting.
2.
Huh?
2.
2 hours after coming from school?
Yeah.
And does that include homework or excluding homework?
Includes.
Oh, that's good. Okay. That means TV, iPads, phones, everything, tablets, everything?
Yeah.
Granth Bhagat, how about yourself? Or sorry, Moksha Bhagat, how about yourself?
Like 1 hour.
That's it? 1 hour? Strict parents?
Yeah, excluding homework.
Strict parents?
Yeah,
Good, okay. How about the weekends? Grandbagat.
5 hours.
Ooh, see, I told you. What if an ekadashi lands on a weekend? What are you going to do? Man, that's going to be a boring weekend. And what if it's not Saturday where you don't have to come to Mandir and it's a Sunday? Then what are you really going to do? That's going to be tough. But I want you to do the challenge at least once, okay? Try it out. So 5 hours on Saturday and 5 hours on Sunday. Is that correct, Grandbagat?
Yeah.
Okay, वधी जाए हमको 5 to 6, 6, 7, something like that, 8, 9. What's the maximum you used? Like maximum?
8.
8 hours. Oh my God, that's like how much a person sleeps. That's a lot of hours. Whew. How about you, Mokshpagat? What's the maximum you've used electronic devices in a day?
like 5.
It's not bad. That's like Grunt Bagat's weekends. You know, you're using 5. Oh, that's like Grunt Bagat's like kasudne. But 8 hours? Touche. Very nice, okay? Not very nice, but still very nice. All right. So to answer your original question, benefits of fasting. Number 1, take a look right here. These are very good. The top side is the spiritual benefits. The bottom side is the physical benefits. These are your answers. Number 1, spiritually, Ashwamedh yagnas. These things are like old school. I'm not going to lie to you. Like this is like very old back in the day. It gives you the merits of 1,000 Ashwamedh yagnas. I really don't know what kind of yagnas those are, but sitting in a yagna is boring itself. I understand, throwing stuff inside the fire. But you get merits of 1,000 Ashwamedh yagnas just by doing one ekadashi. Moksha Bhagat. I would take that. That's like free money right there, yeah? Number 2, purification. It purifies your heart, your mind, your soul. So that's a good thing. Number 3, increases devotion. Slowing down all those electronics and, worshiping bhagwan more, it kind of benefits you and increases your devotion. Number 4, increases willpower. Yes, everyone has a spirit inside. And by doing the Tilak Chandlo, one's mind or one's soul becomes more stronger. Wanting to become more God-oriented. So this is the spiritual side of it, Moksha Bhagat. Physical side, yes. There's a study that by fasting for more than 8 hours, meaning not taking anything, it's a reduction of cancer. Yeah. Your immune system actually eats cancerous cells around your body because of the fast. Number 2, detoxification. It purifies your whole body. A fast actually purifies your body because you don't put anything inside, so the body is working to get all those toxins out. Number 3, reduction of diabetes. Yes, diabetes is reduced by fasting. So if you are in a sugar rush, then stop and do an upvas, an ekadashi. Number 4, promotes weight loss. For those heavy eaters out there and those heavyweights out there, yes, promoting weight loss. I have a heavyweight right here, right there. Yeah, I'm not going to show it to him, but he's a heavyweight. It promotes weight loss. Yeah, you guys don't. It doesn't seem like you need to lose weight, but I guess it'll shed like a pound or 2 off. I guess. And finally, if you want to live longer, like everyone does, do a upvas, do a fast. Actually, it slows down aging. These are proven facts of a person who does ekadashi in a spiritual stance and in a physical stance benefits in, you can see right here, 9 different ways. And all you have to do is just drink water, maximum. Suppose that, you are capable, but you don't want to pass out, drink like lemonade, and just call it a day. That's it. What's your favorite ekadasi food, Moksha Bhagat?
Like the ekadashi puri.
I like that. And you had that this Saturday? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Ekadasi puri and ras at Mandir? That's good. And how about you, Granth Bhagat? Your favorite ekadasi food?
like fruits.
Fruits? That's not a food. Come on, man. That's like a natural substance of the world. I'm talking about something cooked up on a gas stove.
I don't know any.
Bhajias? That's what Vinayji is saying over here. I mean,
Sure.
seems like he loves the bhajia. Understand? Yeah. The Dada's over here too. Let me do a little fun. Let me ask them their ballots too. Dada, તમારે એકાદશીમાં પ્રિયમાં પ્રિય ભોજન કયું? Siro. Yes. He loves sweets. If you give Dada like a bottle of sugar, like a dabbo, he will just eat it like this. Like he'll just pako marde, like mukwas. That's how he is. Vinayji, your favorite ekadasi food? Aloo sabji and moria. He has a dual combo, okay? And that's Vinayji and Ghansham Dada are sitting in front of me, two heavy hitters, heavyweights, maybe averaging and totaling about 500 pounds, give or take. Give or take. And that's it. Shriji Bhagat, what's your favorite ekadasi food? Ras. Yeah, mango ras, that's good. Okay. I don't really prefer eating on ekadasi. And we santos actually by the Agna of Puja Guruji, all the santos do upvas, meaning completely on ekadasi. There's 2 ekadasis in a month. And then we also do 2 upvases of Punam and Amas. So in 1 month, every sant by the Agna of Puja Guruji does 4 upvases just on water, nothing else. Why do you think we live so long? Yeah. Why do you think we don't have any other physical problems? It's because we take rest in the afternoon as well. But your dad probably knows about that more than you do. But that's the whole benefit of doing ekadasi and fasting. Good question. Also, Granth Bhagat, good question regarding the Tilak Chandlo. I hope this improved your perspective on doing the Tilak Chandlo and fasting on ekadasis. It's a great benefit. You guys did great today. Any questions at all? All good? Granth Bhagat, Moksha Bhagat, everything is good. Give me a thumbs up. All good? A high five? High five. All right. And now you can go and continue on your iPads because I know you're waiting to go to use them. So go ahead and we will meet next week in Mandir. Saying this, my humble Jai Swaminarayan to all you bhaktas. Jai Swaminarayan.